Have you ever had a conversation so powerful, so aligned, you walked away knowing this could change everything? But the days passed. Life got in the way. Hey, that spark, the one full of potential, faded into silence. I'll be honest with you. I have been there so many times. That feeling in the pit of the stomach when you realize it's been weeks since you promised to follow up with someone. And now it feels too awkward to reach out. It is the truth. We don't lose most opportunities because we lack skill. We lose them in the space between connection and continuation. That space is what I call the conversion gap, a place where possibilities vary. In a world where we are bombarded with all my 5,000 messages daily, where attention is the new currency, inbox zero feels like a fantasy. AI tools like ChatGPT have created genuine message fatigue. Today, we close that gap together. Welcome to the From Connections to Clients AI-powered follow-up secret. If you are joining me for the first time, I'm Martin from the Aura Empower Energy Alignment Movement. Before I share this framework with you, I want to share why this matters so deeply to me. Under those vast African skies of my shower, I learned that energy was everything. The sunrise promising new beginnings, and the sunset bringing community together. In the corporate world, that natural rhythm was replaced by burnout, stress, and discontinuation. I remember one particularly challenging night, sitting at my desk at 2 a.m., scrolling through dozens of unanswered messages, feeling the weight of missed opportunities. I wasn't lacking passion or commitment. I was lacking alignment between my energy and my execution systems. That realization changed everything for me. Instead of pushing harder in the wrong direction, I began building simple, aligned systems that worked with my natural energy flow. But against it, in our age, quiet quitting and widespread burnout, this shift from effort-based hustle to energy-aligned execution isn't just a nice to have. It's essential for sustained success. Today, I lead a movement of individuals who understand that energy creates reality. Folks who care deeply about making meaningful connections, who want to create impact without burnout, who believe there must be a better way. And that's why we are here today. If you've ever felt the weight of good intentions unmet, oh, watched opportunity dissolve because life pulled you in 10 directions, this space is for you. Previously, we explored the three critical activities that form the foundation of what we call practiced skill mastery. The core capabilities that drive consistent results. Number one, contact list building. That identifying and organizing your high value prospects in a way that allows you to connect with the right people in the right time. And number two, we explored appointment setting, the art and science of effortlessly attracting prospects to engage in meaningful dialogue, where you both discover alignment in your shared journey. Number three was vision sharing, creating space for authentic connection, where you learn their story while they discover you, allowing solutions to emerge naturally through this resonant exchange. Let's represent what we call the Aura Empower movement, self-expanding practice, the skill mastery, the foundational capabilities that, when mastered, create exponential growth, not just for you, but for the entire team. But here is the thing about these activities. None of them mean anything without today's topic. Relationships don't grow at first contact. They deepen in the follow-through. That's where trust is built, where alignment happens, and where conversions emerge naturally. And as we build on these themes and extend them into AI and automation implementation, we are creating a system where your energy and technology work in harmony, not in opposition. Let me ask you something. How many potential life-changing connections are sitting in your messaging app now? And how many opportunities have slipped away because follow-up felt like another task or your endless to-do lists? The challenge for most of us isn't knowing what to do, having the bandwidth to actually do it consistently. Even when you know better, life gets in the way. We are living in an age of the great digital acceleration has given us more ways to connect than ever before, but less capacity to nurture those connections. What started as a personal brand for me became a community of thinking the same transformation. In recent months, I now work with hundreds of people across society, on social media, and in our community. I have discovered something profound. We are not just building another wellness community. We are part of a movement that fundamentally challenges how success happens. The Aura Empower movement stands for a radical truth. Energy creates reality. When we align our frequency or vibe first, our results naturally follow. This is where energy alignment becomes critical. When your energy is aligned with your intentions, further stops being something you fall, and becomes something that flows naturally from who you are. And today, we are going to see how AI can support that alignment, making follow-up not just easier, but also more authentic and impactful. So in a world where Meta, this Facebook giant, just released the AI studio, and Microsoft's Copilot is becoming a standard in modern business, the question isn't whether to use AI, it's how to use it in a way that amplifies your energy and not replace it. By the end of this session, you will walk away with 4 powerful tools. And tool number 1 is the 3-phase AI powered system to personalize follow-up without feeling robotic or inauthentic. And tool number 2, real stories from community members who reclaimed their time and dramatically increased their conversions. And lastly, number 4 is a method for syncing your system with your energy, not just your schedule, all without burning out, overextending, or losing your voice. This discovery transformed how we approach everything. And today I'm sharing the exact framework that's helping our movement members achieve extraordinary results while reclaiming their energy, their time, and their joy. In a world where 80% of sales require at least 5 follow-ups, yet 44% of people use up after just one attempt. In a business landscape where the World Economic Forum reported that relationship skills are the number 1 emerging capability needed for success, mastering energy-aligned follow-up isn't just a nice to have. It's essential. As we navigate the moment in business history, when AI tools are reshaping how we connect and play, the people who have both technology and energy will have an unbeatable advantage. So, who is ready to transform their follow-up process? Drop right in the chat right now if you are committed to closing that conversion gap once and for all. Thank you. Those comments coming in. Thank you for your energy and commitment. I can feel it through the screen. This is exactly the kind of momentum we need to create lasting change. Now, let me introduce you to the 3-phase connection multiplier. Are you ready? You might need to take a pen and paper and jot some notes. Let me explain what the connection multiplier framework really does. Think of it like having a personal assistant who knows exactly who needs your attention. Message that sound exactly like you. Leave us at the perfect moment. All while you are focused on your own genius. It's like having a perfect matchmaker, writer, and timekeeper all in one system. Have you ever wished your follow-up would just happen without you having to remember, stress, or spend hours crafting messages? That's exactly what we are building today. Let's break that down in what I call the connection multiplier framework. There are 4 phases. Take note and break them down for you. Phase 1 is prioritize. The first phase is all about focusing your energy where it matters most. In a world of endless connections, the question isn't, who should I talk? But who is already energetically aligned with what I offer? Here is how it works. Number 1, use AI-powered filtering. This means leveraging technology to scan through your connections, whether on it, in your CRM, or across platforms to identify signals of interest or alignment. Then looks for engagement patterns, response history, and behavioral cues that traditional approaches would miss. Number two, identify warm, value aligned leads instead of cold outreach to everyone. We focus on people who have already shown an interest or aligned with your values. There are the connections where your message will resonate most deeply. It's like having a conversation with someone who is already nodding before you speak. Number three, let the system hand, the starting. This is where most people go wrong. They try to manually keep track of everyone instead of we build a system that automatically turns segments and prioritize your contacts based on their readiness and alignment. Frees your mental energy for the actual connection. When done correctly, prioritization doesn't just save time, it fundamentally shifts how you show up in conversations. You are no longer desperate for connection. You are focused on the right connections. Now, let me share how Seville and Russia implemented this in their business. See, before using AI prioritization, they were constantly chasing conversations that weren't going anywhere. They were busy, but not productive. Sounds familiar? I remember Seville telling me, Martin, I was drowning in conversation, but starving for conversations. It was exhausting. For years, it was a natural at starting conversations, but the problem wasn't in the start, it was in the sustain. He and Rachel would go through these cycles. Energy has drop off and stand up again. The result was burnout, missed opportunities, and constant resets. But this approach isn't just for entrepreneurs or business builders. Consider Laura, a single parent who overcame personal challenges to build her confidence. Despite her demanding schedule, she wanted to build meaningful connections in her community. Using the same prioritization principles, Laura created a simple system that allowed her to focus her limited energy on the relationships that truly mattered. Before, I was spreading myself too thin, Laura told me. Now, I know exactly who needs my attention and when, which has made me more present, both at work and in today's attention economy, where everyone is fighting for focus, where studies show the average attention span has dropped to just 8 seconds. You can't afford to spend your limited energy on low probability connections. Using LinkedIn Sales Navigator with Expand IO, Seville created precision targeted search filters to identify ideal prospects based on industry, company size, and specific roles. System automatically source leads based on engagement signals, like who has viewed your profile, engaged with your content, or shown interest in related topics. This isn't just about saving time, it's about energy alignment. That when you focus your attention on the people most likely to resonate with your message, your energy is better spent. and your results multiply. Phase two is personalize. The second phase focuses on three powerful strategies that transform generic outreach into authentic connection. Strategy number one is generate natural, real sounding follow using AI. This is about robotic templates. It's about teaching AI to write in your own unique voice, capturing your tone, your expressions, even your energy signature. Technology becomes an extension of you, not an replacement. Strategy number two, infuse values, shared content, and emotional breadcrumbs. Every message should contain elements that resonate on a deeper level, whether it's referring to a shared value, recording specific conversation details, or including those little emotional touches that say, I see you as a human, not just as a prospect. Strategy number three, think beyond templates, focus on energetic mirroring. True personalization isn't just inserting someone's name, it's matching their communication style, their pace, and energy. When someone feels energetically thin, their natural response is to lean in rather than pull away. I'll be completely honest with you. This is where I struggled most of my own journey. I would make these amazing initial connections, send the most generic, lifeless forums. It was like meeting someone for a vibrant coffee date and then texting them with the personality of robots. This isn't just a challenge for business owners. Take Michael and Jennifer, healthcare professionals who wanted to build stronger relationships with their patients, found themselves repeatedly sending standard follow-up messages that felt cold and impersonal. By implementing simple AI personalized or AI assisted personalization, transformed their patient communication. Jennifer shared, now our follow-ups reflect genuine care for each person's unique situation. Our patient retention has improved dramatically. More importantly, we feel more authentic in our interactions. So, in an era where ChatGPT has created message fatigue, and people can smell a generic template from miles away, where 68% of consumers say they will quickly abandon a brand, says in personal communication. Personalization isn't just nice, it's necessary. The latest Salesforce state of the marketing report revealed that customers expect 73% of companies to understand their unique needs and expectations. Yet most follow-up systems fail spectacularly, and this they sound robotic, impersonal, and completely disconnected from the energy that made the initial connection possible. Erin found herself in this exact position. She was making great initial connections, but her follow-ups felt generic. When she started using AI, ChatGPT, to craft personalized follow-ups that reflected her authentic voice, her responsiveness, she pulled. It's not about letting AI replace your voice. It's about using AI to amplify your natural energy. That every follow-up feels like it's genuinely coming from you, even when you are reaching hundreds of people. Let me show you a quick example. If you can bear with me, I'm going to open my screen and show you. That's the generic message. Yes. The one that is personalized, where you put in the context, follow up on that with Sarah, and specifically ask, she asked me something when we met, and my communication style, I stated to chat GPT, and what else we can probably schedule a meeting. That's the personalization I'm talking about. And that is the result there. And then you say, I'm Martin, energy leadership mentored aura and power. And you notice how this maintains your unique energy while saving hours of waiting time. This is the power of aligned technology. Using AI, the generative response. See how that AI captured my voice, incorporated specific context, added value with a relevant resource, and suggested the next step that aligned with how I communicate. This isn't genius. It's energetically aligned with both myself and Sarah. It references our actual conversation and continues the energy of that initial connection. And the best part, this took me 30 seconds instead of 15 minutes. Writing, staring at a blank screen and trying to craft the perfect message. A lot of time. So now imagine doing this for dozens of important connections each week without draining your creative energy. That's the power of aligned automation. Now, as we move into the age of what Ray Kurzweil calls the singularity, our ability to partner with AI while maintaining our human energy signature will be the defining skill of successful leaders in this time to come. Now, the third phase is where everything comes together with three key elements that transform theory into practical magic. Element number one is schedule follow-ups with your energy flow in mind. This is crucial. We don't just automate randomly. We map your automation to your natural energy rhythms. Are you sharper in the mornings? Schedule important conversations then. Or do you have low energy in the afternoons? Let your system handle routine follow-ups during those times. Element number two, use tools like Go Higher Level, a CRM or AI voice or ManyChat. The technology isn't what matters, but how you use it. These platforms become the invisible infrastructure that carries your energy and intention to the right people at the right time without requiring your constant attention. Element number three, relax the system handle the consistency. You show up in a resonance. This is where true leverage happens. The system maintains the timing and frequency of touch points, freeing you to focus solely on showing up with full presence and authenticity. When human connection is truly needed. Thomas and Olivia were constantly stressed about follow-ups. Despite good intentions, they would often forget critical touch points and opportunities slipped away. Does that sound familiar? I remember Olivia telling me through tears, I feel like I'm constantly letting people down. Work parties, I genuinely care. I just can't keep up. This challenge resonates far beyond just a business. Consider robots, empty nesters. An empty nester after decades of focus on raising family with a partner, they found themselves getting into friendships and volunteer opportunities by creating simple automation systems on their phones. They're able to maintain relationships because of that personalization without the stress of remembering every detail. For the first time in our lives, Robert shared, we are building a community that truly reflects who we want to be in this new chapter. In a world where burnout is becoming a global pandemic, where the World Health Organization has officially recognized it as an occupational phenomenon, where Microsoft Web Trend Index shows 54% of workers feel overwhelmed and 39% feel exhausted. We need systems that protect our energy and not deplete it. When Thomas and Olivia implemented a simple follow-up automation system, they reclaimed 12 plus hours weekly. Time now they now spend with their family while their business continues to grow. But here is what makes this approach different. We are not just automating for efficiency. We are automating with energy alignment in mind. For example, if you are a morning person, your system can handle engagement during evening hours when you are less energetic. You schedule your personal conversation then during your morning peak. Prepare summary briefs for you to review with your morning coffee. This way, automation supports your natural energy flow. The waking and diagnostics. Now, here is the core insight. Automation handles the what and the when. You bring in the why and how. This is what we stand for in the Aura Empower movement. Success isn't something you chase. It's not something that you chase through hustle and sacrifice. It's something that you attract through alignment. When you automate the repeatable parts of follow-up, you free up your energy for the parts that truly need your human touch. Does this make sense? So far, drop flow in the chat if you are starting to see how this system could transform your follow-up process. Amazing. I see those flow comments coming in. You are getting it. And that excitement is exactly what we needed to create real change. Now, let me share again the story of Seville. Let me tell you how Seville, who for years Seville was natural starting conversations. But the problem wasn't in the start, it was in the sustain. He and his partner Rachel would go through these cycles. Energy, hustle, drop off, start again. And the result was burnout, missed opportunities, constant recess. I'll never forget sitting with Saville over coffee, seeing the defeat in his eyes. There was a moment when he almost gave up entirely. He had a list of over 200 people who had expressed interest in working with him. But he hadn't followed up with any one of them. The thought of sorting through all those conversations and crafting individual follow-ups overwhelming for him. I feel like I'm failing all these people, he told me. And the worst part is I know I could help them if I could just stay consistent. See, his story reminds me of my own journey. Under those vast African skies of my child, I learned the value of rhythm and consistency. I remember at the tender age of 8, plucking up the courage to open up the kettle pans at 4 a.m., guiding our head of cattle to the local communal dip tank the way, so I could be among the first in line. I remember, too, playing under the moonlight and dancing and singing with others after harvest time. See, that natural cadence of work and celebration, of effort followed by communal joy, that natural rhythm of life and balance between effort and rest, between action and reflection, was something I lost in the corporate world. With burnout and disconnection became the norm. But this realization became the foundation of all empower movements. That success isn't about constant hustle, it's about energy alignment. And this is exactly what Seville discovered through the Connection Multiplier Framework. When he implemented this system in his business, the transformation was remarkable. Number one, they automated their nature flows. And number two, they saw a 37% increase in response rates. And they also, number three, reclaimed 9+ hours each week. And number four, the biggest shift, they began showing up for their 2 children, not just their inbox. What a relief that is. What a joy. Here is what Seville told me recently. The system doesn't just organize my follow-ups. It gives me confidence. I know that no opportunity will fall through the cracks, which means I can now be fully present wherever and wherever I am. That's remarkable. This isn't just about business. It's about building a life where presence and prosperity coexist. In today's hyper-connected world, with numerous studies show that the average person touches their phone over 2,600 times a day and spends nearly 3 hours just checking emails. This kind of aligned automation isn't a luxury. It's a necessity for well-being. I want you to imagine this for yourself. What would change if you knew with absolute certainty that no important conversation would ever fall through the cracks again? How would your energy shift? How would your presence change, both in business and in life? Take a moment to feel that reality. Here is how to take action this week with 3 powerful steps I will share with you. Tip number 1, write 5 AI-powered prompts, whether you're using ChatGPT or clouds. Write 4 of them using our templates. Let's start with the foundation. I'm going to give you 5 specific scenarios. I will show you just one where follow-up typically happens, and we will craft AI prompts together that will help you generate personalized, energy-aligned follow-ups in seconds. If you want to write some notes, when someone expresses interest but doesn't commit, your AI prompt should read mainly just like this. Write a follow-up email to somebody, name, who showed interest in certain topic and during our conversations last week, and they mentioned this specific detail. That's number 2. As a primary concern, my thought is conversational, supportive, and not pushy. Include a specific next step that feels natural. That's the prompt I'm going to use. See, in a world where AI is transforming how we create, and where tools like Cloud or ChatGPT or again ChatGPT, because they are all tools working together, they are becoming essential productivity partners. A McKinsey study showed that AI adoption has tripled in the past year alone. Learning to craft effective prompts is becoming the new superpower. As historians will likely record, we are living through a pivotal moment in business history. The shift from the information age to the AI augmentation age. Those who master this skill set now will be positioned as the leaders of tomorrow. And that includes you positioning yourself now using the exercise we just talked about. Tip number 2, set up a simple tagging system in your CRM. You don't need complex technology for this. Even a simple spreadsheet with tags like what needs follow-up or waiting for response can transform your process. For those using more advanced tools like Go High Level or how to set up automated tagging based on engagement signals, this ensures no one falls through the cracks. Build one nature automation signal aligned with your best engagement window. This is where the magic happens. We'll create a simple automated sequence that aligns with your natural energy flow. If you are most creative in the mornings, we'll design your system to support that rhythm. You will receive a step-by-step worksheet after this call. Don't aim for perfection, aim for momentum. And the goal isn't to automate everything. It's to automate the predictable so you can personalize the meaningful. When we align our business systems with our energy flow, we are not just building more efficient processes. We are creating ecosystems that sustain and enhance our well-being. This is what we stand for here, to empower, not just achieving success, but achieving it in a way that honors who you truly are. See, Jessica, one of our community members, struggled with the follow-ups anxiety, the follow-up anxiety, of course, implemented just one of these automation sequences. Her client conversion rate increased by 28% in just 3 weeks. I think the best part, she wasn't working hard. She was working aligned. She told me, I feel like I'm showing up as my best self in every interaction because I'm not exhausted from trying to remember everything. Isn't that wonderful? That's what's possible when you align your system with your energy. Not just better results, but a better experience of creating those results. Now, I'll share a little bit about what's coming up this next Saturday. The difference between those who build lasting results and those who burn out is rarely motivation. It's rhythm. It's alignment. It's systems that honor your energy speed. This realization that energy creates a reality has been the foundation of my own journey. Growing up in rural Zimbabwe, under those vast African skies, I witnessed firsthand how life had natural rhythm, a flow and harmony. Whether I was waking at dawn to help till the family plot before going to school, or walking miles through the forest trails to visit my grandmother who lived far away, there was an innate connection between energy, intention, and outcome. But when I moved to England in 2002 and entered the corporate world, I saw that natural rhythm replaced by burnout and disconnection. The fast pace of modern life with constant demands and distractions created a society where people were trading their energy for a false sense of security. The turning point in my journey came during a particularly challenging time. In 2008, I lost my mother, and a year later, welcomed my son Ethan into the world. This powerful contrast of grief and joy, loss of your life forced me to reevaluate everything. I realized that I had been operating from a place of misaligned energy, focusing on external tactics rather than internal alignment. That epiphany became the seed of what is now the Ora Empower movement. See, in an era where quiet teaching has entered the lexicon, where people are reassessing their relationship with work and productivity, where 47% of employees report feeling chronically exhausted, according to Gallup's latest State of the Workplace report. This approach isn't just effective, it's essential. When your systems align with your natural energy flow, follow-up stops being a draining task and becomes an energizing opportunity to deepen connection. This coming Saturday, we go deeper in our life cast. These are some of the things we're going to cover. Number one, writing messages that move people. Number two, how to use AI and neuroscience to create messages that resonate. And number three, you will learn how to move us, not just algorithms. Imagine having not just a follow-up system that works, but messaging that genuinely moves people to action. In a world where attention is scarce and surface level content is everywhere, where studies show we are exposed to between 5,000 to 10,000 ads daily. Learning to create messages that truly resonate with people isn't just a nice to have skill, it's the difference between being ignored and being influential. That's what we'll explore next week. Now, as we track and come to a close, in this, if today resonated, if you saw yourself in the or showed the friction between your heart and your inbox, then I want to personally invite you to join our daily connection sprints inside the Ora Empower community. We are not just building systems. We are building soulful success. We are not just building another wellness community. We are part of a movement that fundamentally changes how success happens. See, in an increasingly AI-driven world, the human who masters both technology and energy will have an unbeatable advantage. In a business landscape, experiencing what the World Economic Forum calls the Great Fragmentation, where attention spans are shrinking and competition is fierce. Those who can maintain authentic connection have an unassailable advantage. That's what the connection sprint is all about. Convert in the chat or DM me directly. See, in the 7-day connection sprint, you will implement everything we discussed today with daily supports, templates, and a community of like-minded individuals who are transforming their forward processes. This isn't just a call, it's a shift because connection is no longer optional. It's the new current of impact. And when you align your energy and your follow-up system, you don't just convert more clients. You create deeper relationships, more meaningful impact, and a business that saves your life instead of consuming it. See, the Polar Empower movement stands for a radical truth that energy creates a reality. That when we align our frequency or vibe first, our results naturally follow. That success isn't something you chase through hustle, and that sacrifice is something that you attract through alignment. We're ready for the shift, for that shift. Drop convert in the chat right now. Thank you for your energy and commitment today. I see those comments coming in. And I'm excited to work with those who are joining the sprints. Your energy creates your reality. And when you align your systems with your energy, transformation isn't just possible, it's inevitable. And as we wrap up today, I want to leave you with these thoughts. Journey from conversations to clients isn't just a clever tactic or hustling harder. It's about creating systems that honor your energy while staying true to the soul of who you are. Why you do what you do in your work. When your systems align with your purpose, magic happens. Not just in your business result, but in how you experience each day. This is what we stand for at Aura Empower. This is the movement we are building together. Align your energy, attract your people, achieve the impact you were born to make. As someone who walked from the rhythmic harmony of my African childhood through the often chaotic pace of modern business life, I can tell you with certainty that the path to sustainable success lies in bringing these worlds together, combining the wisdom of natural energy flow, the power of modern technology and systems. This is the future of leadership. This is energy aware success. This is the Aura Empower way. Thank you for being here today. I am truly grateful for your presence. I'll see you next Saturday for our next steps in this journey.